Now then, welcome back to another episode on the Hypermine server. Today I'm over at the Woolly Towers and I wanted to do some finishing touches. I wanted to get some things sorted out. So I've been to the desert and I've collected tons and tons of sand. As you can see, it's all smelting through this little smelter quite nicely to give me lots and lots of glass so I can turn the glass black and finish off the project that I've been working on for so long over here. It's been on and off though. I've not been playing on the vanilla server quite as much as I've been playing on the Infinity Evolved server. But I have been doing bits and pieces here and there, everywhere, bits and pieces. And at the moment, it's looking fairly good. This is the original tower. And this, I don't know why exactly this side is missing its iron, but still. It does have a wool elevator, and I believe this is a special wool elevator with a floor selector in as well, which goes all the way up to the top to the massive tower. And I do really appreciate how much work has gone into making this original tower, because I have made one myself in two parts. I've made one there, which you've seen, which is 3 stories with a helicopter on the top, and this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stories. It's only 2 stories shy of the original, and it takes a lot of iron, as I'm sure you're aware I've said before. Well, this one here, I've got to finish off some glass and finish off some bits and pieces. I have started trying a different arrangement though, because glowstone is not as easy to get hold of as the sea lanterns are. Because Condrick and Soap have a beautiful ocean monument farm, getting all of this stuff really cheap and easy. So I managed to get a couple of stacks just in a minute of being there, just doing some crafting, really, really simple. So I'm going to change out some of that, but I've got quite a bit still to do up the top there. There's a lot of glass missing. You can see the top 3 floors that I've built out of iron haven't got the glass because, well, I wanted to build the iron work, as it were, and then go and do the glass next. And that is why I've got the glass smelting up down underneath the original tower. In here, I was going to do a spiral staircase going up and around, up through the floors. And I think I still want to do that and then turn this into the TV studio. So I've already started doing the Hypermine News. And the Hypermine News is being shot from this floor right now. This is my Hypermine News studio. You may recognise it. Let's see if I can get the angles right now. Kind of like that. Yeah, sort of. You see it? Yeah, that's it. So this is the Hypermine News studio. This is where I've been doing the news from, and that is my camera right now, just a block to make the camera sit in the right place to record me, with a nice backdrop of One Wolf's tower and a few other highlights, a few other nice little spots. I wanted to do another couple of these though, so we got some other different views to look out on, like maybe that view, for instance. So maybe a bit of that tower. And maybe this view, for instance, so we get the bank and the train station and all that. So I was thinking this is going to be like studio floor, where we do the recording, and I wanted a few other bits and pieces up on this floor. And I've already done an episode where we planned out quite a lot of stuff to do on these floors, but I want to actually get some things in place today. See this floor, another blank floor, but it does have the ability to have the stairwell coming all the way up to it. And then on the final floor, we've got the helicopter, the cruise helicopter. So this is the roof, and I've got to do a bit of gardening up on the roof, just to make it look even nicer. So this floor, I'm reckoning this will be like reporters' offices and stuff. This floor is going to be the studio floor, and on this floor, I want to put maintenance. So I've been bringing up all the bits and pieces that I've been using and kind of organising them into chests, and then kind of got bored with organising them and just started chucking everything in, of course, as you do. But having all the bits and pieces in the tower that I'm working in is an important factor, I think. And there's something that I want to try out that I've been thinking about and putting off and thinking about and putting off because I've been waiting to record it for you guys, is setting up an inner wall. Like, this is cyan clay here, and there's a 1 block gap just on the other side of it, as you see, all the way around here, all the way around the original. I believe it's all mob spawnable. Yes, on every floor it's mob spawnable, but Woolly's Tower didn't really have too many problems with mobs spawning on these little ledges, so I'm not so concerned that they're going to spawn on the other towers either. It may be worth hiding some lighting in. How I'm going to hide lighting, I don't know, but maybe worth putting some lighting in at least to light up each of the levels. But I'll come to that another day. At the minute, that's what it's like in the inside. So I'm thinking of doing a similar sort of thing on the inside here, on this inner edge. So what we're going to do is we're going to test it out today. I'm thinking that we could have some kind of overhanging garden type effect. So it's in 1 block. I don't know if 1 block's enough, actually. Maybe in 2 blocks, just so I've got a little bit more room for planting and stuff. And maybe a little bit of a glass area along this edge here. Almanac's joined the game. I might actually go and ask Al if he wants to come and join me and do some work with me. I'm going to just sort of lay this out like this, right? And then get some glass. Let's see if I've got any basic glass over here. I think I got some panels of glass. Yeah, black stained glass. That'll do nicely. And put some black stained glass in front of it. Hey, Al, how you doing? Let's put some black stained glass along here like this. So we get kind of an area surrounding. And then this would be built up so that it's a wall behind. And allow me just to have a 1 gap in between each, like so. Going round so that we've got 1 block gap in all these areas. Just so it's nice and neat around here, like that. And then from the other side, it'll be kind of a balcony area, and I can put some lighting in it, and put some greenery in it, and bits and pieces. Which is why I've got the oak saplings and the shears, because I've just grown my I've just grown the first of many what would be oak trees here, just so I can get a few leaves and get a little bit of a sample going of what might be on in there. Because I think the one thing that everybody notices the most about Woolly Tower is that it's completely devoid of any sort of life inside. There's no life inside it, and I don't want to build just 2 more towers that have no life inside whatsoever. So I'm going to try my very bestest to try and put a little bit of life in here. So, did I see some glowstone in this one? No, not that one. This one. Yeah, I did. There we go. Let's try this. So, around the sides like this, I just want something simple. Just something simple. So, we'll just have a bit of this. A little bit of greenery just floating around the outside. Put a bit of lighting in there just to make it bright enough to be worthwhile, and the occasional bit of an overhang maybe at some point. I don't know what points exactly yet, but at some points. And then we've got a kind of a garden thing. Just recording. I'm going to have a chat with Albanac and maybe come back with Ali in just a little bit. But that's the kind of thing that I'm looking at. Maybe. I might spread them out a little bit more, might put some plant pots in, maybe do a few bits and pieces of other stuff, a few flowers and bits and pieces, but make it kind of a green band around the inside. And then, on the back side of it, the maintenance hatch side, I want to hide a load of chests and things on the inside, similar to what I've done over there, but hide them all behind here, so that it's a maintenance area where I can come and just collect blocks when I'm working on this project. And other projects in town as well, really. But anyway, I'm going to go and see if Al wants to join us. Well, unfortunately, I called Al and his computer crashed on him again. It's just the case that he's got a few computer issues right now. Otherwise, he'd be here to give me a hand, no doubt. But I've been carrying on with the glass. The glass is going in, and I'm starting now to do another couple of pillars. I was going to do 4 pillars, 1 in each corner, and now I'm thinking about adding another couple of pillars just in this section here. And I kind of like it. It's kind of got that modern office feel about it, hasn't it? The nice clean iron block makes it for good looking overall, which I like. Just doing this all the way up just to replace some bits and pieces. May use these panes of glass some other time. Actually, I'm at the top already. Ah, that was quick. And we want that one as well. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, looking down from the upper floors, it's looking okay. Now, bear in mind that the central areas, those 2 middle floors there that we're dealing with, I'm going to block off and add some greenery in it. And then I can add some greenery on each of the office floors as well, and add some office desks and things, and some hidden lighting around the place, so we're not using torches. I just want to fill the place, really. I want to fill the place with things and activities. Because way up here, we've already filled the roof. I just need to add some ornamental gardens and, well, just bone meal it maybe, and just put some flowers down and stuff. Just some little silly things like that, just to make it look interesting and keep it in keeping with the theme that it's on. That's what I want to do. So I'm going to continue putting these up. I don't know if the 4 on the side there is going to look alright. I don't know if that's going to look too much. I'm going to have stairs winding all the way up to this top floor, dropping off at maintenance levels, maybe. So I need to be able to see where they're going to go and have like the outside edge going round. And I may be using this for the stairwell as well, going up and around so people don't just fall off the stairwell. But I don't know how that's going to look yet either. I might have to use something like, I don't know, iron bars or something. But you will see very soon what I get up to. I'm just going to experiment for a bit and just get placing blocks. Alrighty then, a little update. It's the next day. I spent a lot of time trying all sorts of different stairwell designs until eventually I gave up, went to sleep, and I slept on it. And sometimes that's the best thing. I ripped everything that I'd done apart and got rid of it all, and then woke up fresh this morning and thought, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to build a pillar of dirt in the middle to make up the space that I want to fill with stairs. So the stairs only exist within a certain area between the 2 circles, and then build the stairwell up. And it seems to be pretty good. I like the flow of it. It flows quite nicely. And at each level, there are places where I can add in a few like stairs, just to have a little entrance and exit areas on the stairs, like here onto this warehouse area or the workshop area, and it flows nicely all the way around. And on top of that, I've done 2 stairwells. So we've got a stairwell that goes up from this side, which is like the main entrance to it. Stairwell goes up around that side, and on the other side I've got another stairwell which does not connect in any way, shape or form, and goes all the way up around here in exactly the same way, except I haven't put the panes of glass on yet on this side. And yeah, I like it a lot. And there's plenty of height between the 2 stairwells, so it doesn't feel enclosed, and you can see through all the glass work and all that kind of stuff. So next up, I've got to rip down all of the dirt that's on these levels and start adding in all of the panes of glass and all that on the way down. I don't know if I'm going to put the lanterns in yet. The lanterns may not be a thing. I may put the lanterns 1 block further out, just because it doesn't kind of sit right with the eye as you're looking around to see that. So I might put the lanterns on the inside edge instead of on the central edge like the main floor design. See, the original floor design down there has lanterns at these points underneath the glass. We can't quite see it, but still, it's down there. So, yeah, I've got a lot more work to do, a lot more glass to sort out, but I do have glass and ink now. I've been out and collected some more, went over to the ocean farm and got some more sea lanterns and stuff as well, so I'm going to rip this down and start the next stage of finishing touches. And so, the staircase itself is completed, and it is indeed a bright and shiny thing. Bright and shiny and new. Look at that. A beautiful, bright, shiny staircase of awesome. The amount of times that I have looked at this and thought, should I change those stone slabs? Should I change them to birch slabs or quartz slabs or something? I've been thinking, no. Just leave it alone. It looks fine. It looks good. Leave it alone. And so I've left it. I'm happy enough with it. If iron blocks came in half slabs, though, I may have been tempted to have put half slab iron blocks in. But they don't, so I couldn't, so I didn't, and I haven't. I've got these little sections still to corner off and sort out, and I've started working on a little bit down here, like this bit here, look. So we've got a little bit of an outcrop in here. A little bit of a tree planter. It's all nice and clean and shiny. It's all nice, clean and shiny and new and all that. And now I want to make it look lived in. So I've started adding these greenery bits. So if we come in from this angle, this is kind of the bit that I've started on. You come down here and there's some little bits of greenery just sort of tucked away in that section there. Just a little bit of greenery just tucked away. And there's a doorway that leads into the workshop maintenance area around the back here, which allows me to get to all my crafting goodies, bits and pieces, all the sorts of stuff that I need. But I'm slowly but surely going to work my way around these now and try and do some finishing touches. But overall, I really like the look of the spiral staircase. Quite pleased with it as you walk in. I'm quite pleased with it. I've got to add some greenery around the base here, around the ground floor, and bits and pieces, a few bits here and there. And then there's, looking up, you get the little bits of greenery just sort of overhanging and just highlighting it, stopping it from being so plain. Although plain is nice, clean and plain and looking good and all that is nice, I wanted to just add some little features so it felt like you were in a place that was alive, a living place, instead of being in a place that has nothing going on in it. Nobody at home. So, yeah, that's why I've added in bits like this to start us off. And what I'm going to do over this side, because I've only got two doorways in, I'm thinking around, well, let's see, we're going to get something along here. Let's put some more leaf blocks in, just to clear that area like that. And I've got one stack left, very good. And then just a little bit of something here and there, like this, just to add a little bit of a greenery feature around. Maybe a bit of a flower over here as well, eh? How about that? Yeah. And then replacing the torches so that they are now going to be glowstone, and then that's sealed in so you can't really see that it is glowstone as such. Maybe throw a little overhang, a little growth down there just to fill this in like this, because these bits under the stairs don't really have any use whatsoever, do they? So I'm just going to throw some glowstone in to keep it nice and bright in there. And then sections like this, maybe. This sort of section here, maybe take this out. Even though it's... actually, that's got to stay in. So even though it's very, very clean and it fits the theme, and this little barricade bit that I've been putting on, the little glass barricade all the way around, works a treat, I do want to make sure that we've got a few features here and there and make the features look good. So kind of like that will work. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, so I'll put that there. And bop, 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 and then put some grass down, and here we go with some grass around this sort of section here, and I'll put some flowers and stuff in these areas as well. I'll probably change the flowers and get some red flowers and some purple flowers and some blue flowers and all those kind of different colours, because we need plenty of different colours in here. And I might think about changing that for grass, just so I'm saving on the blocks. Yeah, something like that. There we go. And then this goes here. And we finish up this area over here. Like so. There we go. So just nice bit of greenery on the side there. Plenty of greenery going all the way around. And when you look at it from the opposite side, well, I'll be on the balcony above. When you're looking at it from the opposite side, you've got that band of green going all the way around the middle. And I will use some overgrown bits and pieces here and there. I've just got to farm up some more leaf blocks, which I just seem to have finished up. Put a few little tree sections in like that. Look, this one over here was there because... let me jump this way. These 2 blocks here just sort of fall out of sequence, and it would look stupid to put a little bit of glass panes coming around here when there's iron blocks right next to them. They wouldn't actually do anything other than connect to themselves. So I didn't want this kind of look right by it, because there's no need for it. So I've got rid of that and instead planted a tree. Yeah, planted a tree. So the tree's planted on this side. And that's kind of a part of a work area, squaring it off slightly, but not too square. Can still put some desks and things around here, but people will walk past this bit like this, and there'll be desks and stuff around here, and that'll look like a nice little feature. And I went with nether brick fence instead of like oak fence or birch fence, just because I wanted something a little bit more contrasting. I didn't want to use any wood textures in here at all, really. I thought about using the wood here. I've already got the wood on my big screen over there. I didn't really want wood anywhere in here, so I was trying to avoid that at all costs. And now we've got this kind of little overgrowth of things and bits and pieces, which is pretty cool. I probably need to put something on the other side of there just to have it so that it looks like it's growing down from it. But this could look like it's growing out and up into this area. So overall, I'm quite pleased with the design that I've come up with for the staircase. I'm very pleased with that. And now I've just got to make it look lived in around the staircase, and then that will lend itself to little areas like this, just off the stairs, that will make the place feel lived in and office-like. The worst case scenario is that it looks barren and empty. And we've already got one woolly tower that's barren and empty. Just look how dark and dreary that is, like space to let. It is a vacant property. Business in this area is redundancies everywhere. Nobody's got any need for this building whatsoever. But then you look at this one and you're going to feel life and excitement, and things are going on in this building. And every week I will be here reading out the news, looking at this as my base of operations for a little while I finish it off. This project should be finishable easy enough without too much more episodes on it. I will show you next episode the finished product, but that is it for me from this Hypermine studio today. Thank you all very, very much for watching. I will see you in the next episode of Hypermine.